Busch to second. Two guys in the top two. If they win, they're in.
And this isn't just fresh tires on anyone. This is on Kyle Busch, a 63 race winner, multi-time champ, future Hall of Famer.
And has made the playoffs the last 11 years straight.
He's got to make this work, though. He's got to take advantage of these new tires right now.
I agree, Jeff. The longer they run, the newness goes away. They definitely equalize, and Chase Briscoe is not going to make this easy.
And the closer Busch gets to Briscoe, the worse his car is going to drive.
Briscoe shot out of a cannon on the restart. So impressive.
That was a really good corner, 1 and 2 for Kyle Busch. He needs to run a little lower. He should be able to run lower than Briscoe with these newer tires. That'll give him clean air also.
This lap will be the telltale. How much faster for the 8? We need a tenth and a half if he wants a chance. That time by about a half a tenth. The math says that's not fast enough.
13 to go here in Darlington. Chase Briscoe, Kyle Busch. It's a two-driver, two-car race to make it into the playoffs.
Oh, there you go. I like that middle lane. Still lower like you asked, Jeff, but I thought he could roll the corner.
Yeah, Briscoe got loose right there. Ran that high line. A little bit loose off the corner.
Half a second between them, that's all. Are you kidding? 11 laps to go next time by. 500 miles, and the margin between the top two is 0.4 of a second.
That was a big advantage, Kyle, that time in 3 and 4. That lane is working, holding even in 1 and 2. Over a tenth of a second gain. It seems like the newer tires are still holding on.
Kind of broke even in 1 and 2. Maybe a little bit better by Busch. Now he's got to run that low line again. Briscoe blocks him. He goes to the bottom.
Is Kyle Busch going to be denied in back-to-back weeks? Is he going to do something about it? He's drawing closer to Chase Briscoe. There's only 2.5 tenths of a second in it.
Briscoe tried to take the air away from him, but he went slower doing that. He's got a decision to make. I think if you're Briscoe, you got to go back to the top over here in 3 and 4.
Coming to 9 to go, still so much time. Oh, I love the high entry for the 8. He'll turn down the hill, get the run, and he'll have the momentum on the 14. The fans are on their feet, Lee.
9 laps to go here in Darlington. Not only to win the Southern 500, but to win your way into the playoffs.
All right, so this time, Briscoe guessed. What's he gonna do? This time he goes to the top. I think this is what Briscoe has to do. I think it's gonna be difficult for Kyle Busch to pull the pass off on the exit of 4. I know you hate to do it. You hate to give him clean air, but you're just gonna have to prove to me that you can drive underneath me.
The two-time Cup Series champion is chasing down a driver who has 1 Cup victory. And he's within a car length, maybe 2 behind Chase Briscoe. 8 to go.
Traffic in front, just out of the frame. The 54 of Ty Gibbs going to try to get out of the way. Classy move. Let these two figure it out.
See, I love what Briscoe did right there. He ran the line that he's the fastest in. Busch tried to run up there with him. It did not work. Briscoe needs to stay to the top in 3 and 4, and Busch needs to get back to the bottom.
A week ago, after finishing second to Harrison Burton, Kyle Busch said, my only option was to wreck him. I wasn't going to do it. Does he still feel the same way here at Darlington?
We're going to know right now if Kyle Busch has enough, because he did exactly what he needed to do. Briscoe did what he needed to do, and Briscoe still is able to maintain pace.
Hey, fellas, back in 2020 when Chase Briscoe won that Xfinity Series race, who did he fend off? Kyle Busch. Can Busch get revenge for that here tonight?
I like what the 8's doing in 1 and 2. That higher exit is definitely working. It's allowing him to be closer at this end of the racetrack. The 14 right on the wall, but he can't touch it.
See, that's where Briscoe's better. He's better up top, off of 4. He just is able to carry that momentum. Think about Richard Childress right now. The disqualification of Austin Dillon winning it at Richmond, the loss of the appeal, then the loss last week, Kyle Busch. I mean, Richard Childress has been on a roller coaster ride.
The 8 goes to the top that time, coming to 4 to go. It was an advantage.
Credit to Chase Briscoe to handle this pressure that has been relentless pretty much since the restart with the storming Kyle Busch.
Oh, good run by Busch right here. Makes some forward momentum on him.
3 laps to go, and just under 0.3 of a second between these two.
Briscoe got in too low that time. Allowed Busch to make a little bit of gain on him.
This sellout crowd has been treated to one heck of a finish, and it's not over yet.
Oh, touched the wall once.
Here comes Kyle Busch. 2 laps to go. These two were beating and banging on each other 4 years ago in the Xfinity Series race. And it was Briscoe who came out on top. Now look at Kyle Busch on that low line. And he hits the wall. Briscoe hits the wall. There is nothing between these two at the end of 500 miles. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Can Briscoe hang on? Or has Kyle Busch got something? Both guys are going to break a very long winless streak. But who will it be? Kyle Busch throwing everything at Chase Briscoe he can. It's a win and you're in. And the 29-year-old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe wins the Southern 500 and is going to the playoffs. 2 weeks in a row, we have been treated to a win and you're in. This time, it's Chase Briscoe.
God, it's so good, dude. Holy smokes.
How cool is that? There's only 10 races left from here on for the Stewart-Haas Racing Corporation. And Chase Briscoe just raced his way into the playoffs. That's how much it means right there. He's in tears. I just won the Southern 500. That's what it's all about.
He earned it. I mean, he had 2 of the very best in our sport that he had to beat, and he made it happen.
Credit to Kyle Busch. He gave it everything. That was an amazing final run. But it's Chase Briscoe who prevails